Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another edition of Husam X Tom Little Habibis. We are here and it is freezing, to be honest with you, in Jordan. That's why I'm wearing like a jacket and like a scarf and everything. I feel like I want to go like, the guys that you see like in Modern Warfare, the ones that like you can use in the game and stuff. I feel like I want to do this now. It's so cold. I could literally do this and just talk to the end of the stream. That's how cold it is. So big up to you guys. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This is Football if you're ready to do so. Guys, the reason why I'm late is, obviously I'm not going to blame Tom Little. I actually spoke to Tom Little before. I told him, listen, obviously my mom's a little bit sick, so I just had to help around a little bit. And then as soon as I was done, I'm here. So, if you hate me for being late, you're fraudulent, because I actually had an excuse this time. So, yeah. Before I introduce the panelists and to speak on the topics today, obviously, we're going to be talking about, Jurgen Klopp. We're going to be talking about potential replacements for Jurgen Klopp. We're going to be talking about Michael Edwards, the guy that Lauren mentions in the chat. I cannot say his name, Stident or whatever, like some random guy who's going to be director of football. Before I introduce everything, big up to all of you guys, whether you're watching this right now or on the replay. Hit that like button right now. Subscribe to This is Football if you're ready to do so. And before we get started, everyone spam W's in the chat right now. Everyone spam W's in the chat right now for the man like Cat Sunday. He just paid £100 to be a moderator on This is Football. Cat Sunday, I want you to write a regular comment. No super chat, nothing, just a regular comment. I'm about to make you mod. He says, I'm a man of my word. Joker's voice. It's over 100. Vegeta voice now has time. Next halftime show, no Tabang or Ibrahim. Love you all. I'm also 22, by the way, and Putin sucks, Lauren. Hey, my favorite part of that super chat is the Lauren stray. That's my favorite part of the super chat. Make sure you dunk on Lauren's head top, who's been moving like a massive fraud lately. We made a peace treaty and she violated the peace treaty within 24 hours. Moving like a real North American, from that continent. Big up. W's in the chat right now for Kat Sande, and he's proved he's a man of his word. So I'm going to prove I'm a man of my word. And I'm about to make Kat Sande give him his dream job of being a moderator on This is Football. Katsande is officially a moderator on This is Football, ladies and gentlemen. Katsande, welcome to the mod gang. You get me? If you abuse your power at any point in time, I will unmod you. So do not abuse your power. See, he finally has the thing next to him. Becky, you're comparing £2 super chat to £100. Have some shame. Have some shame. Big up Katsande, man. One of the OGs of the channel, been watching for the last 3 years. 100%. And of course, speaking of one of the OGs on the channel, joining us on the channel is the man, the myth, the legend. I actually have to big him up on a humanitarian level because he was very understanding today. He was like, yeah, Husam, take your time. Unlike the assholes in the chat who actually didn't know that, I was just helping out my mom because she's a little bit sick. All the assholes in the chat, you guys are the problem, not him. Joining us on the channel is a man who has more assists than Reece James over the last 30 games. As the new Liverpool right back. Man like Tom Little is in the building. How are you doing, Tom?
Hello, people. How are we all doing?
Your hair is moving mad, Tom.
I know. You know what it is? I don't know exactly what style I'm going to go for yet. And we're just growing it out at this point.
Isn't that... don't you look like one of the Beatles singers?
No, I used to. I don't know. To be fair, what doesn't help is the headphones. The headphones don't help. But when I'm not wearing headphones, it's a bit more spaced out. Right now, everything just sort of gets pushed forward.
I'm actually going to Google the Beatles right now. There's a guy you...
No, if I didn't have that gap there, it would look more like it. But the Beatles, it was more well-rounded.
Oh, 100% you actually look like two guys, the haircut. I'm just talking about the hair, not the actual face.
No, I gathered the face.
No. The face, you don't look like any of them. The hair, though. There's no way you're going to deny you look like the two at the bottom here. The hair, I'm saying. Here. Hair-wise. This guy specifically bottom right.
No, I don't, though, because I've got too big a gap there.
Bro, if you take off your headphones, it's literally you 2.0. Bottom
No,
right.
no.
Forget bottom left.
It's
You're
too
telling
big.
me this doesn't look like the bottom right guy?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Tom, look again. Here.
You want me to try? I'll try and get me hair to look like that. Give me a minute.
Okay.
That better.
No problem. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
more
1
like
second.
it.
1 second. Yes. Now you look like him.
But how I
100%.
normally have it, it's too high up on my head.
Tom, do you know which one's John Lennon?
Go back down. I
Imagine you get this right. Which one's John Lennon? If you guess it wrong, you're no longer Scouse. I'm more Scouse than you. 100%.
it's either top left or bottom right. But bottom
No, no,
right's
no,
more-
no. That's not what you're gonna do. You have to choose one right
No,
now.
no, no, no,
No
no.
Googling, no cheating.
I'm not. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go top left.
That is indeed John Lennon.
I'm trying. I think Paul McCartney is top right.
Yes.
George Harrison's bottom left.
No, Tom Harrison is bottom left.
No, it's George Harrison. His name's George Harrison.
No, it's Tom Harrison.
No, it's George Harrison. And then bottom right's Ringo, I think. Yeah, look, George Harrison.
I said it's George Harrison. What's wrong with you?
No, what? No, no, no. I'm not getting gaslit like this.
It
I'm not
happens.
like-
It happens. It
I'm
happens.
not
My
getting
bad.
gaslit in this.
My bad.
Jesus
my bad. My
Christ.
bad. Anyway, once again, you guys, W's in the chat for Katsan. I think this is our second biggest super chat ever in the history of This Is Football. Big
Is
up
this
to you, man.
behind the time to see one where he had to give you 100 quid
No.
because Milner started last season?
No, time to seize one is the same amount, a little bit less actually, because he's fraudulent. There's one guy who had more that none of you know. None of you know. He's an Estonian guy. One day I did a stream
Big
after I
up
was.
the Ragnar Flaver.
Yes, there was one day I was actually so upset. I still remember it. I actually had a full-blown fight. And then I went live on YouTube because they wanted to cancel me on Twitter. And he could tell my vibe was off and he just dropped 150 piece. Just like, Husam, feel better. I'm like, yo, this is mad. I'm just Husam from Jordan. Big up to you, Katsande. Oh, here we go. Hey, Husam. Hi, Tom. How's the wife and kids? Is Connor ready to boss it against Chelsea?
You know what's funny? I went on
What?
Twitter earlier. So I was doing that space earlier and I put in all the graphs from Jurgen Klopp compared to other managers. And I went on Twitter and I had a bunch of notifications and I just started scrolling through and Ed had replied to every single one of them with a GIF. And I was just sitting there going, where have I seen that name before? And then I just remembered, you're the one who just keeps going on about my jizz.
There's no way he's actually fully made like your seeds popular at this point.
I know,
Because he
it's
sends
not-
super
it's
chats
not
like
right.
this to Troops TV everywhere.
It's not right, is it?
100% it's not right. 100% it's not right. If you want to say what's right and what's not right, it's 100% not right. But it's Ed's thing at this point, so we can't deny it. Fair,
As a
you know.
brand, fair enough. I can't knock it.
From a male perspective, it's not that bad, spreading your seed around and they play for Liverpool. Like if you tell me right now, I'm gonna have 5 players that play for Liverpool Football Club, I'm taking it. 100%. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Big up to Philippe says, normally I'd call you a fraud for being late, but hope your mom's okay. Big up to you. You'll beat Chelsea and Arsenal. Thank me later. Also, Xabi Alonso to Newcastle. First of all, I'm actually worried now because you told me I'd lose to Norwich and you told me I'd lose to Arsenal away the first time. So you told me all of these things and you told me we'd draw to Newcastle. We ended up winning all 3 games. So now I'm worried in the reverse of what you said happened, because lately your predictions have been absolutely crap, to be honest with you. So I hope, this time you're actually right, my guy, Felipe. But listen, big up to Mumsy. I think she just came back, obviously, from the Umrah. There is too many people there. Maybe she has some form of flu-ish type thing. Don't know what it is. Could even be COVID. I don't know, to be honest. Big up, Felipe. Brilliant assists on the weekend, Tom. That one to Gravenberg was sublime, and that run on the right was sweet. Let's keep the streak going, mate.
I might not be starting on Wednesday. Trent might get his place back.
No. I feel that's so wrong to Connor, though. Don't know why.
You just want to keep running
He's
these
been
fucking
cooking,
jokes. That's what it is. You got to keep running these jokes. It doesn't land if I'm on the bench.
100%. 100% it doesn't land if you're on the bench. Loki, of course, Trent is the best right back in the world, but bro, I feel bad for Bradley. He has to. Yeah, I'm yo, he's been cooking lately. But big up to you, Nate, anyway. Klopp saw the Tom clip and thought, F this, I'm off. Yeah, again, mate. Shall we just play it one time for the culture? I feel like it's a part of the culture of this channel.
But, I don't know who to go to first. I'm going to go to you, Tom, as Liverpool got smacked up today. What are you saying?
It's okay, Tom.
Yeah, again, mate. I love you, but it's time to go. I just think.
You know what's the funniest part about that? Strasbourg Steve in the background. It's okay, Tom.
Fuck's sake.
Big up, Steve. Big up to you. Well, it says Tom is Ringo.
Yeah, Ringo Starr. That was who was in the bottom right. So that photo you showed, that was the one.
I'm looking at Ringo as an older man. Yo, it doesn't work at all as an older man. If you grow up looking like that, then Pearce. Big up to Toka says, not gonna lie, Tom sold me Amorim idea. I'm still a Xabi fan though. Oh my God. We're gonna get
one of us. You know the funny thing is, people, if you were here on the stream on, was it Friday or Saturday? I can't remember. When I hospital Friday, you'll know that the man just to my left here is kind of on the Amorim train. If it wasn't me pushing that train, he would be.
No, I'm not on his train. Don't speak for me. We're gonna address it now. Don't worry. Toka, you're a fraud for listening to Tom and watching anime. I don't know which one is a bigger L. Tried for Michael Edwards, got rejected. Fair enough. Give me same ambition with the manager, sporting director. Give me Alonso, Amorim, and how do you say this name, Tom? Since you're like European,
I think it's Steedson. Tim Steedson.
Either the D or the T should be silent.
Then it'd be Tim Steeden or Tim Steeton.
Yeah, it's either Steeton or
I think you pronounce it D.
Someone in the chat let us know. Someone here probably speaks German. Toka, you're just supposed to know German. You live in Belgium. Is it Steeden or Steeten? Okay, Javier, you're doing too much. I don't believe you. You just included the J out of nowhere. We're not about to do that. Desi says Steiten. Toka, I'm waiting for your answer, Habibi. Oh, there you are. Hey, look at me. I'm Muslim and I'm Dutch. No one believes you and you're a catfish. Big up to Eldan Tarango says, fun fact, 13 African teams played at the World Cup. That is indeed a fun fact. Big up to Morocco, who actually went the furthest. You know, if I didn't meet Saad, I'd be a lot more pro Morocco. Big up to you, Redland Taranga. Big up to Will. Big up to Constantino, Stoka, Nate, Felipe, and Ed for the super chats. Guys, we ain't even started the content yet. You guys have already supported us so much. I genuinely love and appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Oh, shit. Ed is already on smoke. I'd rather have Gerrard than Amorim. Ed, we're going to talk about this now. So stick around because we will talk. We will be talking. I love you, Wisdom. I'm just joking. We will be talking about the manager situation. So stick around. Even though I disagree with this, Gerrard is a step too far for me. Like, I'm not going to go with that.
Gerrard can stay in Saudi. We can't afford to pay his fee to get him out of there on his money that he's on.
The process for Gerrard didn't work as it was supposed to. If Gerrard has... I'll actually say this right now, just so we can push this Gerrard thing to the side once and for all. If Gerrard was doing what Unai Emery is doing at Aston Villa now, it would be like, fair enough. He has Aston Villa in third, blah, blah, blah. I think even Tom and myself would be a lot more open to the idea. But now the fact that it's ended up like this, I don't know, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Big up to my guy Faiz, who says, will you be at the parade if we win a trophy? My brother, I'm trying to get a flight to England to visit Anfield, inshallah, this year. The plan is probably around April time, inshallah. We'll see what we can, figure out. Anyway,
I'll be sure to tell all the top reds then.
Brother, I have Haz on my side. Big up Harley. Exactly. Me and Harley will both kick your ass together. And I'll make up a rumor that you said Curtis Jones is useless. Anyway, big up to you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. All my lovely people. And let us just get this party started. I feel like the only place to start before we even get to the managerial conversations is actually the Norwich game. Because What we did to Norwich should be illegal, Tom. Why are you telling me about the Norwich game?
Very good performance. But that was a proper potential banana skin, that one. First game after the news. A side that we've normally trounced in years gone by, but, you know, with all everything on top of it. But very professional performance. And any player who came through that academy had a blinder. Every single academy graduate played an absolute blinder. And that's lovely to see. Experienced players done well. We had a lot of guys come back from injury and play well. Nice to see Robbo back. Trent, Grace, Szoboszlai, Boss. And like the only player I think had a poor game is Cody Gakpo. That's not even like that's fine. Nunez showed some composure in front of goal and took a well taken chance. You know, we're turning a corner, and I don't want to make a mountain out of a molehill sort of thing and say it's this fantastic performance that, you know, is the catalyst for our season. It is Norwich. They are a championship side, but there was a lot of positives to take. And if we can build off of that, that would be great to see. And it looked nice. It looked and it seemed nice that the news has had a positive impact rather than a negative one because of, you know, it could have went either one or two ways. It either galvanizes the team or they start feeling sorry and then not performing. So I'm glad it's went the positive way out of that. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. Through to the next round of the cup, we got Watford or Southampton, isn't it? So another championship side should be.
Actually,
you know,
speaking of, you've opened a can of worms without realizing. Like, obviously, the whole like the Klopp announcing it now effect. You heard even the debate on Friday. Which side do you like land more on? Is it gonna have a negative effect or a positive effect on the rest of the season?
I think it's gonna have a positive effect. I don't think Klopp's gonna let it have a negative effect. I think that we've got a very good group of players here, very mature group of players who know what they can achieve this year. And I don't think they'll want to waste that opportunity, if you get me.
No, of course I'm agreeing with you here. I don't think there's anything you say that's crazy. But do you see how the opposite effect could happen though if players get?
It's happened in the past. I remember when it happened with Fergie, so that's why he stayed on because it went so badly wrong. I remember it happened with City with Pellegrini. It can happen, but because of what's on offer this year, I don't think it'll happen with us. In other situations, the season's pretty much been done for these clubs, and then you just sort of pack it in and go, well, what's the point anymore? With us, you know, we're still on for all four competitions, a lot to prove. So I'm leaning more to it being the second one. To be honest, I don't think Jurgen Klopp wanted the news to come out when it came out. I think he would prefer for it to be at the end of the season. But obviously, the way it goes with people applying for jobs and everything, it would have leaked out anyway. So at least we're doing it on our own terms, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm hoping it's the more positive one. I'm hoping that it just galvanizes the team and we kick on from there and find a new level because we still haven't hit our top level this year. I don't think we've hit, you know, top gear. I don't even think we've hit second top gear. I think we've been just middling around sort of, you know, third or fourth gear. We've still got fifth and sixth to hit. And if we can hit them going into the running, no one's going to stop us. And yeah, I can see what I'm out there, Sam. Who was that during the summer going on about if we want to add a centre back for cheap, homegrown, used to play for City, you can get him in for like 10 mil. Tosin
I'm talking about this. I'm asking him for his source. I want to know what the source is.
I'll tell you now, mate.
Is it Fabrizio or like someone massive?
It was someone it was someone decent, I think. It wasn't like, you know, Ivan Shwakov. It was.
How can I look on LFC transfer room when I'm not on Twitter, T1? You massive bozo.
Yeah, people keep messaging me asking when you coming back on Twitter. I just keep going, I don't know. Simon Jones.
Who's asking you?
Loads of people.
Who?
Greatness is asked like 4 separate times.
Mm-hmm.
If you just search football wars on Twitter, they all keep asking for that to come back. Just like
really football wars.
Yeah.
How's it written? The way I used to write it, or football wars like regular?
The way you used to write it.
I've missed football wars. Rest in peace, football wars. Pearce. Anyway, big up to greatness. Shout out to
But yeah,
him.
it's Simon Jones, the chief of reporting or the chief of sport reporting for the Mail. So he's a decent source.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And he's a free transfer as well, so I don't even think it would be a bad deal if you replace him at it for it.
What did they say, Red Lion, that day when we beat Iraq? Tell me, give me details. Big up to you, my guy, Red Lion Taranga. Yo, Jordan is actually having one of the craziest underdog stories ever, bro. Like drawing with Korea, beating Malaysia. Obviously we beat Iraq yesterday. Where if we beat Tajikistan, we're in the semi-final for the first time in Jordanian football history. So
yeah, and then Wendo's gonna shit on Jordan.
Don't disrespect my country, Tom. Don't disrespect my country ever. That's the red line right there. You don't cross.
What the red line is the Rangers, is it?
100%. That's why I don't stream Jordanian games. I realize that's just too much for me. Honestly, I realized that after
that's like me with Liverpool. I can't do Liverpool watch-alongs. I get too into it.
Like it's just when it's my country, because for us the Asian Cup happens only once every 5 years as well. So there's two guys I want to ask you about. Two guys.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, three. One in every position. First, speaking of, your
technically
local.
there's 11 positions, so you need to ask me about 11 players.
No. First, Darwin Nunez. Talk to me. Mm-hmm. You said about his finish. How do you think he's been playing?
Very well taken. I've been a fan of how he's played since Salah's been gone. Everyone was saying that someone's going to need to step up. And Nunez and Joss both stepped up. I don't think anyone can say over the past couple of games that he hasn't performed well, because he has. He's got assists, he's got goals, he's popped up in big moments, he's been an important player. Is this, the level, the final evolution of Nunez? I hope not. I think that there's still more to unlock this year, and then the next manager's going to have an awful lot to work with. But I'm not disappointed with how he's played. I think he's probably been the second best attacker during this run, and that's because Diogo Jota is an absolute joke of a footballer. I mean, his finish on Sunday, it's a joke, man. This is why I say he's the best.
Salah can do that. The whole team. Him and Salah. The only two can do that.
I just want people to start giving Diogo Jota the respect he deserves. That man, for me, is the second best finisher in the Premier League. But Nunez has been very good for the past month. And even you, as someone who maybe necessarily isn't the biggest fan of Nunez, could admit that he stepped up when we've needed him to.
Yeah, I think Nunez has been all right over the last 3, 4, 5 games.
Look at him. Look at him.
So I can't even compliment the guy without you wanting me to
say the word good. Say the word good.
Okay, I'm saying. Obviously he's been very good certain games. He's been certain games. He's been all right certain games.
While Salah's been gone, so Arsenal away, I thought first half was pointless, and then second half when he went on to the left, he was good.
He was all right, and then let's not do too much.
Came off the bench to get 2 assists, 10 around.
He was average against Fulham. He missed 2 sitters.
Actually, he missed one. The other one was just a ridiculous save. Bournemouth, 2 goals.
Bournemouth very good.
Finishes. Fulham away in the cup, probably his worst performance out of the lot.
Yep.
And then Norwich goal.
Yeah, Norwich very good as well. So that's 2 very good games. 1 crap one, 1 average one, and 1 meh one.
Give him his flowers for the Fulham one. He got 2 assists.
I gave him a 10 out of 10 in my match reaction, bro. Why you think I hate him or something?
I might say it was a meh game.
No. I said 10 out of 10 for Bournemouth. Sorry, that's when I said 10 out.
Yeah, I'm on about Fulham. He said he just had a meh game when he got 2 assists.
He got 2 assists, so it's like a 6.5.
Mate.
Listen, you're just doing too much, Tom. You're just doing too much. That finish he had against Norwich, if he gets that consistently, he'd be on 40 goals this season. Then not a single one can say open his mouth even. That's the thing. So it's just about consistently delivering. Simple as. Big up to Queen Nadra says, Husam, have you ever came across one of your subscribers in Jordan? No. Because in Jordan, the main language is Arabic, and I don't make YouTube content in Arabic, Queen Nadra. Had I been making football content in Arabic, then yeah, they would have known me like in the streets and shit. But I'd get more recognized if I would be walking in like London than I'd be walking here. So yeah, that's the thing. Even Jordan ain't even in the top 10 geographies of people who watch me. So yeah, but big up to you, Nadra. Here's the thing, like with Nunez, it's not about not giving him credit. I've given him plenty of credit this season. I think he deserves credit. I'm just saying that Norwich finish is impressive for me, because Norwich for me, it's just that type of finish is something that he needs to do more and more and more and more and more of. If he could just get that consistently. By the way, Nunez is one of the guys that plays a massive role in us winning something this season. Make no mistake. Like so if he scores like the finish against Norwich, right? Let's be honest, 9 out of 10 times this season he's missed. So now we need that type of finish more from Darwin Nunez. Like the easy chances, just take them. None of this like, oh my God, when he can't think he's amazing. I don't like this. Like, look, obviously against Norwich, he played really well. Bournemouth away, Lauren's always rattled Red Lantern. You mentioned Nunez and she starts crying. Bournemouth away, I gave him a 10 out of 10. I thought he was unbelievable. Fulham at home, he was okay, but he missed 2 chances. I give him like a 7.5, maybe an 8. Fulham away, he was crap. And yeah, that's it, to be honest with you. Arsenal, it's just no point. The whole forward line stank. Diaz, even with the goal, he didn't play well. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Serious question, is Rashford the new Dele Alli? Oh, shit. That's a good question, to be fair.
I don't think so, because of all the stuff that's come out around Dele Alli's mental health side. If that comes out around Rashford, then sure, but Rashford, I don't think ever had a peak as good as Dele Alli. And I don't know if Rashford's reasons for fall off are the same. So, yeah.
I don't know what it is with Rashford. It's like he has one good year and one bad year. But yeah, big up to you, Ed. But that's a very good question, actually. It's food for thought. Speaking of food for thought and good questions, 2 more players I want you guys to expand on. 2 players who actually were in conversations against each other this season. I don't think even you know where I'm going with this. Curtis and Ryan.
Oh.
Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch.
I thought there was a defender that you wanted to ask me about.
No. We all know Conor Bradley played really well. Let's not do that. So with Curtis Jones and Ryan Gravenberch, I'll say this. The game against Norwich was probably, when's even Ryan Gravenberch's like last good game, to be honest with you?
He was good against Arsenal off the bench. But beyond that,
when's the last time he played like a good game? Like, I'm actually thinking, I don't think it was Arsenal. I'm saying like a really good game. There was one game this season where he like shone through in the league as well. He had a really good game.
Are you on about the Merseyside derby? Because I liked him in that one.
Yeah. That was the game. I was thinking there was like this one very good game he had.
Yeah,
Ever since Everton, I don't think he's had as good as a game as the one he had against Norwich. Like it's, and I'm saying even without the goal, even had he not scored, I would have said he actually had a. Really
you know what's bothering me about Ryan Gravenberch?
You can see the talent's there, but it just makes no sense sometimes.
He's got so much fucking ability, but he's just not showing it for more than 10 minutes at a time. I get 10 minutes of good player half, and I need more. Because for them 10 minutes, he is the best midfielder on the pitch. You can see he's got natural talent. You can see the way he glides past people. You can see the way that when he can be bothered, he's got a real good defensive work rate and good defensive talent. But for the other 35 minutes of that half, I sit there and go, what's the fucking point in being on the pitch? If we can just extend those 10-minute spells to 20 and then to 30 and then to 40, then we are loving life. And maybe it is to do with the fact that he didn't really have a pre-season and last year was a bit of a blow for him. So he's just trying to play catch-up now. Whatever it is, I hope he finds it soon, because should he find it, he's got all the ability to be one of the best midfielders we've had in the Prem. He's got that much talent. But it's just, that's why I get so annoyed by him, because I know it's there. It's a different case compared to like players
Is
we've had in
Ryan
the past.
Gravenberch the old Curtis Jones?
No, because Gravenberch makes the correct decisions. Curtis Jones always gave you work rates. Curtis Jones just never made the correct decisions. Ryan Gravenberch makes the correct decisions, but at points just going, fucking run, get tight, keep the level up, because what happens is you slow down and then you make mistakes, and that's where it comes from. Jones's issue was always, like you used to say, he'll pass when he needs to shoot, he'll shoot when he needs to pass. He had no confidence, so he kept trying to play it safe, kept trying to panic. We've got over that with Curtis Jones now, and you're seeing a very good footballer. Ryan Gravenberch needs to... I don't even think he's lazy. I think he just needs to apply himself better. Because he's not lazy, because lazy would imply he never does it. Gravenberch just
Do you
needs
think
to...
this is actually true? Like, because Nate here saying Gravenberch is my blood pressure, he's just doing too much sometimes. It's like a hindrance. Do you agree that he's just trying too hard type thing?
I don't think so. I think that when he's on the ball, he doesn't do too much. I think you're always gonna lose the ball as a midfielder, especially the type of midfielder he is, because you're a risk taker. He's not doing too much. I think the big problem with it is we and he doesn't know exactly how he best fits in at this point. So he might be trying to, adapt his game in the wrong places. But in terms of, again, I don't think that's a problem. I think with a team that likes to play on the break, you need to try and hit teams quick, especially when you got pace in the attack. It's why you play him alongside the Curtis Jones. What I will say is, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, this just backs up my argument that they don't play well together because they're two of the same player. If you put Curtis Jones or McAllister alongside them, then it balances out. You can afford to be the fast attacking team with one midfielder and then slow it down with the other.
I wish you understood how much I've had enough of your BS, honestly. Gravenberch and Szoboszlai are not even remotely similar. There's literally nothing similar about them.
So, which midfielder is Ryan Gravenberch closer to play style wise? Dominic Szoboszlai or Curtis Jones?
Curtis Jones, 100%.
But
He's the Dutch Curtis Jones. So talented. Sometimes makes wrong mistakes. You can see the talent is there, but he needs to improve his decision making.
I don't think, again, I just look at it and go, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai, they both want to do the same things. They both want to be the attacking midfielder. I don't think Gravenberch can do 90 minutes where he is this deeper midfielder, this facilitating midfielder.
Chat, let me know if I'm crazy. Who's Gravenberch closer to? That's actually a question from Tom. And give me one-word answers. We don't like life stories over here. Is Gravenberch closer to Szoboszlai or closer to Curtis Jones? You know who I think is probably closest to Szoboszlai, just without any pace and power? Elliot.
Elliot's the closest because he wants to pick the same positions. Gravenberch, I believe, is closer because he wants to be the same. He has the same mentality to constantly attack, which is why I feel and he plays better on the right anyway. Gravenberch.
Most people are saying Jones. This is actually genuinely my opinion. What Nate just said. He's like basically a lanky Curtis Jones. He's basically like a Curtis Jones from a year ago who you're just unsure of. Like, is he gonna play well or is he gonna play like shit?
Well, no, but I wasn't unsure about Curtis Jones, so it's hard for me to say though.
Oh, here we go, Mr. I saw it early. You also wanted Klopp out. You get me. You also wanted Mason Mount. You also wanted Kai Havertz. Let's not do this.
Whoa, hold on.
Exactly.
When did I want Kai Havertz?
Are you gonna lie to people?
I can't argue the other two. When did I want Kai Havertz?
So you're gonna lie to the people? Look straight in the camera right now and say you didn't want Kai Havertz. I dare you. Go on.
I didn't want Kai Havertz. I can't believe that we're.
Why are you smiling and looking down?
Because I genuinely can't believe that you're trying to push such a heinous lie that I want.
You literally wanted Klopp gone. You wanted Mason Mount and you wanted Kai Havertz.
I didn't want Kai Havertz.
I can't never said Kai Havertz would work as a Liverpool false nine.
Lad, back in 2019.
Lad, what? So you wanted them exactly? Thank you.
In 2019, yeah, not recently.
You know what this reminds me of? There was always this one guy in class who used to like fail and suck at everything, and every now and again he would just like ace an exam out of nowhere. That's you. and you're celebrating the shit out of acing the Curtis Jones exam, but you fail to mention everything else.
I've got a lot right. You just don't give it credit.
Is Gravenberg playing down to lower teams and shows up against better teams? Yes, in my opinion as well.
No. What it is, Gravenberch
He's played
starts
much better in the big games.
Yeah, because Gravenberch starts on the bench in the big games. So when he's coming on, he's got less time to be tired, and he's up against tired legs. So his skill set gets to be shown more. He starts the games against the lower teams, so you just see him look lethargic and tired at points, and he's sitting there going, "Oh, I need more."
There's one thing we need to abandon before we just move on to all like the office stuff. There's something.
Wait. Whoa. BW has suggested something heinous. Did you or did you not let troops put Kai Havertz over Dominic Szoboszlai in a combined 11?
Yes, 3 weeks ago. Brother, 3 weeks ago, Havertz had like 4 goals in 6 games, and we were doing it based on form. Have some shame, Tom. And by the way, you know how I know he's lying? Szoboszlai was injured for that game anyway. Why are you lying?
No,
We said we're only going to consider fit players.
Szoboszlai got injured in that game, I think.
No. We played twice.
Oh, were you on about the FA Cup game? Okay.
Yeah. Szoboszlai wasn't even fit.
I thought you were on about
the right here, BW with this BW guy. By the way, I actually mentioned I got 2 midfielders in the combined 11. I got Curtis Jones and McAllister.
Exactly. My boy Curtis.
Happy now? I think though,
because I think if Szoboszlai was fit, you still would let Kai Havertz go in there.
I genuinely think, guys, can someone please copy paste the Fabrizio tweet so we can discuss it anyway? I think McAllister still has been our best midfielder this season. Like that's for me the absolute number 1. Bro, this guy plays on the pitch and you can automatically see the complete difference in our team. I think we can make do with any of the others not being there, bro. If McAllister ain't there, it is actually a problem. This is my thing. Like,
I mean,
and by the way, Fulham away. Remember when he came out second half? All control went directly. Control gone.
I'm not arguing that McAllister's a very good midfielder. I still can't look past what Dominic Szoboszlai done every game for 4 months to start the season.
There you are.
Okay, and let's be honest, I still put Curtis Jones as our best midfielder this season because just the sheer level of consistency.
Big up to Nadra, big up to Faiz, Katsande once again. Big up to Ed, Felipe, Nate, Toka, Const, Will, and Reed for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Guys, there's 350 people here. Yeah, minimum 200 likes, guys. What is this Chelsea forward line conversion rate? You guys moving like a bunch of Darwin Nunez. Everyone hit the like button right now. Talking about, this whole off the field activity. Big up to all the people who copy pasted it. Exclusive. Liverpool have made contact with Michael Edwards over the weekend. FSG plan was to offer him in charge of the restructure of the club. Understand, Edwards has rejected.
Mm-hmm. That to me.
No, you're the guest. Talk, Habibi.
No, that to me doesn't look like we offered him his old job. So I think we offered him a different job to what he had in the past. So in the past, he was a director of football. I think this one now is higher up, like a more what's the term? Yeah, like a COO, or like what that Omar Barada fella has done. It has moved to United for. I think that's
head
the
of sports, something basically.
Yeah, I think that's the role we've offered Edwards here.
Are you talking about the Billy Hogan role?
No, I think there's one alongside him. So Billy Hogan's the CEO. I think there's another one that goes alongside him that is mainly football based.
Vice CEO.
No, because the CEO does like your financial side of things. I don't think Edwards would be doing the financial sides. I think he'd be doing just the purely footballing side. I think what Michael Edwards' job here would be instead of being the CEO, instead of being the director of football, he'd be hiring the director of football. And he'd be identifying the best person for that role. And he'd be effectively like a senior one, if you get me, with less sort of thing, and then he'd play a part in everything. But like I'm not bothered.
Hey, what are you whining about? I don't get it. That's literally what Tom just said. He just said he doesn't want a senior role. Tom literally just said he doesn't want a senior role. Like,
So
You
like
just said it.
I just look at it and it is what it is. We've tried. I don't blame the club for trying. You know, people would have moaned if we didn't. Shows that, you know, we're going for the best of the best in class, which is a nice thing to see. We're not trying to take gambles. And we just move on to the next one, which I hope is Tim Steedon, or however you say his name. We'll go
Tim's
Tim.
Titan, apparently.
He's Tim. He's Tim. My man Tim. We'll go for Tim.
Big
If we
up
can
Tim.
get him in, and then you get one of Alonso or Amorim, happy days.
I've never actually met a guy named Tim who's actually is like a nice guy.
Well, that doesn't bode well, does it?
Yeah. Or Tom. Or
Well,
Staffy.
who
Or
else?
Sad.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that I've never met a nice one. Or Ziad, to be honest with you. So now these two guys, one with the good hair and one with the cap. Here we go. Here, you address him. I've had enough of this guy. You go. You go on. Can you read it out publicly, bro? You're a content creator. Say it.
No,
read out.
It's laughable going back for Edwards, considering he started his own company. Now I get it, though. Maybe the rumours about Klopp are true. I don't think it is. You're going for the man who understands the club. Smart. People would moan if they didn't try it. So, to me, trying to bring back Edwards is a sign that we don't want massive overhaul, if you get me. So
Yes.
a manager who was going to play a completely different style, I don't think is on the cards. Because
not everything in the past is bad. Michael Edwards has proven his worth at Liverpool Football Club.
And yeah, I do think that there was an element of truth with what happened. You know, the rumours that Edwards left because Klopp got too much power. I do think there was an element of truth to that.
I agree.
I think you'd be crazy to suggest there wasn't, because everything pointed to that. So I don't blame the club for trying to get him back. So, and he didn't. I don't think he started that company. I just think he said I think it's like a CEO or something in it. I don't know, but he's not like a shareholder, should we say, in the company. He's an employee. But like,
you're saying it's not bad selection, okay? No, but you're saying it's not bad. Your first sentence is it's laughable going back for Edwards. Yeah, that's the definition of bad. And then this guy, look at him, always trying to play the innocent victim of it all. Man said, when did I say it's bad? Brother, your first sentence, it's literally it's laughable going back for Edwards. Bro, this guy
I think the club really wanted to get him back, because when you look at the way that we're trying to appoint the new manager, everything points to it being data oriented. If you want to go and read what's being said, the data analytics are the forefront of what's going to decide the appointments. And Michael Edwards, he was one of the pioneers of data recruitment at Liverpool. So I'm not shocked that we wanted to bring back him and have him here in a role. Maybe we'll end up just trying to go through that company that he's a part of now as a consultancy thing. Who knows? But
you know what I thought you were just alluding to?
What?
Thank God I actually allowed you to finish, so I didn't lose my mind. You know, when you said company, I thought you meant Vincent.
No. He can go back to the championship.
I actually let you speak so I can clock what you're saying.
See, look what happens when you let people finish their sentences.
Split second there, I thought you were saying getting Vincent company. Like you said because you said it company like in a mank way. You said like company. So when you said that, I was like, I thought you meant Vincent company. It is the mank way.
That's
company. That's what they say. Yeah.
Company. How do I don't say company in a mank way.
Yes, you do.
I don't say it. It's company.
Yeah, that's what Manx say. What do Manx call him then?
So sorry. Are you suggesting that there is another way I should be saying Vincent company and that company?
I'm literally gonna message LB right now.
Are we seriously having this debate? Do I sound like a man when I say company?
Yes, you do.
I'm not having it. That's like the worst thing you could accuse me of, by the way. Genuinely one of the worst things you could accuse me of.
No, how is that the worst thing? The Manc accent is actually quite attractive on women, to be fair.
Nah, I'm not having that.
You are a man, to be fair.
stop. You're the ones for me that are the biggest hypocrites here, and I think we all play a part. So, look, I am at my end of my tether with Rashford as well, and it isn't so much with these.
What are you listening to?
Bro, because he's on the terrace, so I just went to message him to check his DMs. How do you pronounce Vincent Kompany's name? Can you voice note it? I actually want to hear LB say it because you 100% sound like him. You sounded so mank, like you're coming out of Stockport.
Nah, lad, nah.
You said Vincent Kompany. That's what they say.
Yeah, because company and company are the same thing.
I agree with you, Pinto, to be fair. Big up to all my lovely Geordie people. Anyway, moving on rapidly. These two guys right here, the guy with the cap, the guy with the hair.
Hold on, you're missing someone. Where's the where's the Portuguese?
Just so in case you guys are unaware, you know, the Portuguese man is not there because he is not one of my favorites at all. And now
I'm telling you right now, I'll put it in. I will have it on record on This Is Football. If Ruben Amorim interviews for the Liverpool job, Ruben Amorim will get the Liverpool job.
Why?
Because he'll win everyone over. If you're about charismatic, if you're about a vision for the football club for the future, no better man than Ruben Amorim.
Why are you so pro Amorim? I just don't get it. Why are you like
because I think he ticked every box.
To the guy?
I'm not. He's got a bit of a dodgy hairline. Like,
oh my god! I've never actually seen what he looks like.
He's going to need to go to the Sadio Mane clinic in a couple of years. But as a manager, boss, I think every box you could want a Liverpool manager to tick, he ticks. So,
brother, this guy's about 30.
He's 39. He's younger than Xabi Alonso by 3 years.
He's younger than Katsande, and you want him to manage Liverpool?
Yeah. Got 4 years under the belt. He could go on.
Actually, let's organize this conversation better. Here's what I want you to do. Name me your 3 candidates. First, give me who you think the top 3 candidates for the club will be. Then give me your top 3 candidates. So, and your top 3 candidates, even if you say Mourinho, I don't care. Just tell me who your 3 are, who you think the club's 3 is, and who you think your 3 are.
I think the club's top 3 are Alonso, De Zerbi, and one of Amorim or Nagelsmann. I think Nagelsmann's got a shot at getting it.
Who's yours?
My top 3 is just
and this preference. So whichever one.
It's just like being somewhat realistic, like people who
you can do whatever you want, Tom. Even if you say Ancelotti, I don't care.
Ruben Amorim, Diego Simeone, and can I say Jurgen Klopp? Can I just have Jurgen Klopp back?
No, you can't. You don't have Alonso in your preference either?
Alonso is someone there, but I'm someone who doesn't want Alonso to tarnish. I'm not a fan of bringing former players back as managers. I don't like the potential of damaging legacy. So if I had to go if I'm going by that, I'd go for the Inter Milan manager, Inzaghi.
No, my days.
He's like bottom. He's like bottom of the list though. Like it's Simeone and Amorim.
I think the top 3 candidates for club is probably Alonso, Nagelsmann, and Hansi Flick. And I don't think
Flick makes it. I think you've got to really consider the club wants Zerbi.
I'll tell you the 3 that I want to manage Liverpool Football Club.
Zinedine Zidane.
Zinedine Zidane, number 1, by far. If we get Zidane, we win. We will win stuff over and over and over again in the next 3-4 years. Second place, if he wins the league with Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso.
Let's go by right now. Let's go by he doesn't. Let's just
by right now, he's not won anything. So obviously it's a massive risk. So in second place, oh, this is so gonna rattle Tom. Mauricio Pochettino.
Are you fucking serious right now? Right, carry on.
Third place, I'd probably say Hansi Flick.
Oh my god!
Now, just so you know, if Xabi Alonso wins the league with Bayer Leverkusen, him and Zidane are like, for me, the top 2 candidates.
But that means Pochettino's third. That means
also, I don't get your reaction when you literally said Inzaghi from Inter Milan, and
Because to be honest,
you
with
said
Inzaghi-
Diego Simeone, which don't even fit Liverpool's football.
Have you watched Atletico Madrid this season?
Yes, I have.
They played
Don't
some
disrespect
lovely
my
attacking
legacy
stuff.
like that. Big up Griezmann. He's been
They've
playing
played some
unbelievable.
absolutely lovely attacking stuff with Morata and Griezmann up top. They've really
Name the
adapted
three
the
best
system.
players for Atletico this season, since you watched them so
The
much.
three best players for Atletico
Yes,
this
the top
season.
three players. Don't Google it. I
Griezmann-
see you looking at the Google
I'm
at
not.
your screen.
Griezmann's obviously number one.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of this comes down to personal preference. I quite like what Samuel Lino's done this year. He's been like wing back, the young Brazilian lad. I quite like what he's done this year.
Say that again. Who's in second?
Samuel Lino. And I mean, Bayer's going to step in. My boy Alvaro Morata. You know how much I love Morata. He's had a very good season. Had a very
So you
good
done
campaign.
all that. You didn't mention Rodrigo de Paul at all.
Rodrigo de Paul be fourth. You could have him third. It's just I will. There's no definitive who's been the best here. I think Rodrigo Riquelme's been a very good player for them this year. I think as well in the defense. What's his name? The right back Nahuel Molina has had a good season as well. And I think now that he'll be back from AFCON, I think I can't say his name properly. Rogerio or something. The Zimbabwean or something.
You know Diego
left
Simeone
back.
doesn't fit what Liverpool are trying to do. You know this.
You asked me for my personal choices, it'd be Simeone.
Yeah,
I like Simeone.
but like I get its personal preference, but he just doesn't fit the mold of Liverpool Football Club. Salah left wing back.
No, but Salah wouldn't play left wing back. He'd chuck him up front.
There you are. There you are. See? That's the problem. Diego Simeone. The one thing I'd say about Diego Simeone...
3-0 though. Sorry, thank you all off. It's 3-0 though.
The one thing I'd say about Diego Simeone that actually fits Liverpool is probably his charisma. I think he's very charismatic.
He's a winner.
I'm just talking about his charisma, Tom. He's very charismatic.
He's a winner as well. That fits Liverpool. He's a winner.
Why did you have a head shaking reaction when I said Zinedine Zidane?
No, Zinedine Zidane I'm fine with. It was the second name that you mentioned.
Pochettino?
Oh, mate. Why
do you hate Poch so much? Tell me.
Let's go back. Do you genuinely believe Fabrizio Pochettino being the second best manager in the league this season?
Third.
Behind who?
Klopp and Pep?
So you think Pochettino's been better than Emery?
Yes. And I do not think Emery would ever fit Liverpool Football Club.
I'm not saying Emery would fit Liverpool, but I can't believe you're sitting there.
Yeah, but I've already explained it before. I'm using it from my logic of who would I take to manage my club, you know?
But then that's not who's been the best manager this season, then, is it?
Okay. Chelsea Football Club.
They are in 9th place.
Can I speak or are you just going to rant? Can I explain my take, please? Can I explain?
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea Football Club would get less players in a Chelsea and Newcastle combined 11.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea have less players than Newcastle in a combined 11.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally above them in the league right now. Everyone's ranking over Eddie Howe. Tom Little, hear me out. Mauricio Pochettino, as a squad, as a team, has more big chances created in the league than Arsenal, than Aston Villa, than Brighton, than very good teams in this league. It's not his fault that his forwards cannot hit a barn door. It's not his fault at all.
Is it his fault his team conceded a fair amount of goals, though?
Nope.
No.
So many of them have been down to player mistakes, individuals.
Who picks the players?
Has he had any choice this season?
Yeah.
So Tom Little, I know you've heard Chelsea fans bitch about Colwell playing left back, right? Chilwell's been injured and Cucurella's been injured. Who's he supposed to play there? Thiago Silva?
Not arguing left back. You know the goalkeeping situation?
Yes.
Now this Petrovic fella's dead good. Why did Poch wait until mid-December to start playing him? And that was only when he was forced into injury.
He's like 19. It's a risk to start him over Sanchez. 100%. Sanchez is at least a Premier League proven goalkeeper. Yeah, but okay, but you're looking at it from Tom Little's perspective. I'm saying he's at least a Premier League proven midfielder. Thing is, Pochettino and Klopp were at a crossroads. They were at a crossroads 4 years ago. Tottenham decided to build the stadium and give Pochettino £0 to work with. Yeah, but we didn't do that. We actually spent money. We won
Mhm.
stuff. There
Yeah.
is no one in this planet who can convince me that if Pochettino had actually spent money in that 18, 19, 19, 20 period at Tottenham Hotspur, he
Yeah.
wouldn't have won anything. 100% he would have
Yeah.
won something, and I'm saying something major.
Can
Yeah, that's
we-
what I'm
can we-
saying,
can
Adam,
we-
because every time I watch Chelsea, they have a playing style. They've only been dominated twice this whole year. Newcastle, Man United. Other than that, they were the better team against us. They were the better team against City. They're the better team every week. They just consistently miss chance after chance after chance. Palmer misses so many chances. Madueke, Broya's the worst striker in the league. Nicholas Jackson has one of the most big chances missed in the whole league. Sterling alone single-handedly lost him the game against Wolves. Sometimes it's stuff that it's just not everything is manager. It's not his fault. If he in ninth place has his team creating more big chances than Arsenal in third, it shows you obviously there's something happening. So it's not like you're watching Chelsea and they're dead and they're crap and they're getting outplayed. Their forwards are missing chances. And here, if you want me to show you the statistic here, you can look at it right now, Tom. Here, look with your own eyes, because I know, as they say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Explain this to me, Tom. Please explain this to me. Oh shit, I think Tom needs to go. Yeah, Tom is gonna go for a while now. But anyway, guys, look, you can see it on the screen right now. Big chances created, 23-24 season. Look at this, yeah. Guys, he cannot be this crap as people make out. Please, let's be honest now. Let us all be honest. He cannot be this crap as people make out. Literally more big chances created than Arsenal and Aston Villa. And then you go to big chances missed, and it's embarrassing. Look at this. Top. Well, I have some shame.
Yeah.
So big chances missed here, 41. And this one right here, see? Big chances created. Bro, he has more big chances created than Arsenal, Villa,
So
Brighton.
can you go back up? Second place is Newcastle.
Yes.
So is Eddie Howe a better manager than Pochettino based on that then? He's created more big chances.
No, he's not. I'll tell you why.
Why not?
I'll tell you, I'm actually been very logical and consistent with this. I think so many Chelsea players are overrated and not as good as people make out at all. At all. Thiago Silva's done out here. Their goalkeeper situation has been messy. They haven't had a left back all year long. Badiashile has made mistakes. Disasi's made mistakes. Reece James has never fit. In midfield, Enzo's been up, down. Caicedo has been shit for most of the season. Gallagher has been running around doing nothing. And their forward line can't hit a ball door. So if me and you right now go to Stamford Bridge, we line up the whole 25-man Chelsea squad. Who are you taking to start for Liverpool right now? Be honest.
Caicedo, I'd still have. I think you work at Liverpool.
There you are.
That's probably it.
There you are. Yeah, so you're taking one player to start from Chelsea in your club, yet it's Pochettino's fault that they're in 9. You could tell, because they're building a project for the future.
Well, yeah,
these are all 15-year-olds.
The level of Liverpool is very hard. If Pochettino was 4th, it'd be a bit better. But he is in 9th, despite spending how much money?
Yeah, but I take it a step forward.
And he's made a lot of questionable decisions this season. Why was Chilwell starting left wing?
What?
Why was Chilwell starting the season as the left winger?
Why did Jurgen Klopp play Gakpo in midfield? Why did Pep Guardiola play Alvarez in midfield? Why did Pep Guardiola draw 3-3 away to Chelsea with Rodri fit? See?
That was because of player mistakes. That wasn't a Pep Guardiola decision.
There you are. Pochettino's made mistakes, 100%, and so have his players. I just think this Chelsea team isn't as good as people make out.
I'm just trying to...
This Chelsea team is where they're at because they're crap.
So, if I go to Newcastle and Newcastle has created more big chances...
Do you want to make a combined 11 of Newcastle Chelsea right now? Realistic one.
This season, Newcastle... Nick Pope's been injured for the entire season. I can't go for him, can I? He's been injured for about 3 months.
There you are.
He's been injured for 3 months.
Okay, then you can't mention Reece James for right back.
I won't.
Okay, Dubravka's better than Petrovic. Don't act like
Petrovic
is that amazing.
No, he isn't.
There you are.
No reasons.
Dubravka's literally a shot stopper, which is exactly what Petrovic is. Don't act like he's too good now.
Okay,
you know what? I'll give you Petrovic since you want to be that cynical. Petrovic, right back. Go on, be honest.
It probably Trippier, but he's very lucky that Chelsea don't have a right back.
Botman and Schär. Don't even try.
Botman's been injured most of the season. It's Schär and Thiago Silva.
Left back. Dan Burn.
Um,
Don't you dare disrespect Dan Burn. Don't you dare disrespect
yeah,
Dan
it
Burn.
probably is Dan Burn because Chelsea haven't really had a left back.
Okay, in midfield, Bruno Guimaraes,
Yeah, Bruno G, Enzo,
Joel
and
Linton.
I'd personally go
Don't.
Gallagher.
He's played most of the season and he's been very good.
I'd personally go Gallagher. I think Gallagher's
Whatever.
been
So
better
you
than
put
Joel.
one Chelsea midfielder. Front line, very easy.
No, I've put
Gordon,
two.
Isaac, Palmer.
I've put Enzo and I've put Gallagher. I think
Okay, no
it's
problem.
Bruno, Enzo,
Gordon,
Palmer.
Isaac, Palmer. Correct?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 3 plus Thiago Silva. That's 4 players. 4 Chelsea players who start
No,
for
it's
Chelsea.
5 because there's Petrovic as well.
No problem. 5 Chelsea players who start for Newcastle. You get it
Mhm.
now? So many of these players aren't as good as you think at all.
But even then, Isak's missed a fair amount this season with injury.
Okay, do you want to do an Aston Villa Chelsea combined 11?
Newcastle bought a 60 million quid midfielder who hasn't played since October because he's had a betting scandal.
Tom,
Kieran
I
Trippier
understand what
is
you're
not.
saying.
Kieran Trippier's not on
You're
a
not
good game in a
understanding
month.
what I'm saying, though. You're arguing something I'm not saying. I'm saying some of these Chelsea players are not good enough because we're looking at it from the Chelsea Abramovich, like this is like Essie and Drogba and Lampard. It's not. So many of these players are crap and they're overrated and they're not good enough. Poch has them playing a style of football. I think he has top 3 or top 4 possessions in the league. Big chances created. He's literally in the top 5. Like, obviously, there's something happening there. So we cannot just push it to the side like he's crap. He's not crap. It's the players that are crap.
How do we explain Pochettino at PSG then?
He had 1 full season. He won the league and the cup.
Did he have 1 full season?
Yeah, 1 full season. The other one, he came like midway through. Have some shame, Tom.
Let me just find it, yeah. So we came in to PSG on January 2021. Failed to win the league that year.
Oh,
then-
January 2021. January. Failed to win
Mhm.
the league in 2 months when Lille were ahead of him.
Yeah. You know, Husam, that would make sense if they weren't top of the league when he joined.
No, they weren't top of the league.
They
Lille
were.
No, they
No.
weren't.
No,
they
they
weren't.
were. They were.
No, they were not.
They were.
Yeah, don't test me on something I know already, Tom. Lille were top of the league, bro.
League table when Tuchel was sacked. I'm 99% sure that Tuchel had them in and around first place. Sorry, they were third with the game in hand and a point behind when he got sacked. So they were effectively top because of the game in hand.
is way more important than games in
Right.
hand.
Okay. Yeah.
I couldn't care less. You said they're first. No, they were not. Done.
Sorry. Yeah.
Argument.
Fine. They were third with the game in hand. So yeah, sure. Can't believe you go Poch, and then you'll throw fucking Amorim in my face like it's a heinous crime.
I don't think it's a heinous crime. I just don't think he's good enough to take over Liverpool.
Why is Alonso good enough and Amorim isn't?
But what was my segue and caveat? I said he's good enough if he wins the league with Leverkusen. If Alonso wins the league and stops Bayern having that streak, if he stops Bayern Munich winning the Bundesliga, you saw how Dortmund were supposed to win it last season, and even they bottled it on the last day. If he stops Bayern winning the Bundesliga and wins Bayer Leverkusen, like what, their second trophy in their whole life, obviously it means something. If I were to ask you at the start of the season, who are the top 3 German clubs, don't lie, everyone would have said Bayern, Dortmund, and Leipzig. Not even top 3 even were Leverkusen. And then they end up winning the league. This is a massive achievement.
Yeah. So if he doesn't win the league?
If he doesn't win the league, he obviously goes down in the ranking, but I'd still be supportive of the decision.
So if Alonso doesn't win the league, who are you going for?
For me, main option is Zidane.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. I just assume he's waiting for the France job. So if we erase Zidane out the running,
how long have you been waiting for?
If we erase Zidane out the running for the realistic options, you've got the likes of Nagelsmann, you've got the likes of Flick.
Nagelsmann is a no-no for me. Very doubtful.
You've got Amorim, you've got the Zerbi, you've got Alonso. Should Alonso not win the league? Which out of them 5 options?
Xabi Alonso. And who are the other 2? Hansi Flick,
So
right?
the 5 options are Hansi Flick, Nagelsmann, De Zerbi, Amorim, Alonso.
I'd probably rank them. Xabi Alonso 1 out of those.
Mm-hmm.
Hansi Flick 2, because he's taken over a giant club before. 3, Amorim.
Mm-hmm.
4, De Zerbi. 5,
Mm-hmm.
Nagelsmann. I don't like Nagelsmann at all. for me.
Even if Alonso doesn't win the league.
Yes.
So,
You know why? His style of play.
but Amorim's got a good style of play.
I'm
Amorim's
not
got a
saying it's
style
good
of
or
play that
bad.
is
I'm
very
saying it's
effective.
actually similar. I'm not saying about good or bad, Tom. I'm saying it's similar to what Klopp does.
No.
Again,
See,
pressing,
I have
playing
stats.
the right wing back. Can I
I have
explain?
stats
And then
and
you
I
can
have
fight.
facts. I have
Playing
stats
the
and I
right
have
wing back and the left wing back as the chance creators, basically, as the main cogs on the machine,
Mm-hmm.
and pressing from the front. I've seen interviews of Bayer Leverkusen players talking about gegen pressing. Like they
Mhm.
literally do it every game.
Yeah.
Don't even try.
Yeah, Frimpong plays effectively as a right winger.
Right wing back.
And
I just said right wing back, left wing back.
No. Look at the heat map.
I literally just
Frimpong's
said
a
right
clear
wing back,
winger.
left wing back. Go VAR it right now.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that you said he plays as a wing back, but his
Are
position
you
on the
saying
pitch is
Trent
effectively a
Alexander-Arnold
winger.
can't play right wing back?
I'm saying Trent Alexander-Arnold again. Go look at the positions Frimpong picks up on the pitch, on the formation thing. He looks like a right wing back. In attack, he's often Bayer Leverkusen's most advanced forward.
Oh my god, guys! He just claimed Trent can't play right wing back.
When did I say that? Because
Can
you
you
know what?
imagine the absolute nonsense coming out of his mouth?
Look at this, man.
So Trent
you-
now can bomb forward all he wants without having to worry about defending, yet he can't do it apparently. Oh my lord.
Again, you just completely ignore what I've said. But I want to go back to a point you said before. Alonso plays a style of football similar to Klopp. Now, I have here the Pen 90 league stats of Amorim this season, Alonso this season, and Klopp this season.
He went there.
I went there because I'm a stat man. You best believe I'm a stat man, mate.
Yeah, I'm so proud of Amorim playing well against Academica in the Portuguese league.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what else I don't get that? You know what else I don't understand about that point? He doesn't have a team like Liverpool, though. So him doing what he's doing at Sporting in the Portuguese league is the equivalent of doing what Liverpool are doing in the Premier League because of the quality of team difference. But this is Jurgen Klopp and Ruben Amorim this season. This is how they compare to each other.
Can you zoom in a little bit because it actually can't see. Zoom in from the Chrome tab.
Yeah,
Top
sorry.
right, 3 dots.
Yeah.
Zoom in. Just zoom more. Because we need to be able to read what the picture says. Or, by the way, open image in new tab. Open the image in new tab and then just zoom in.
Got to be a pain like this, haven't you?
Tom, the viewers and myself can't read what's written. Like, so it's pointless.
So, as you can see, I'll zoom it in for you.
Yes, now we can see. What does it say? Possessions?
Possession-wise, they are practically the same. I think Amorim has 60.
Who are you
Klopp has
comparing,
61.
though? Who's this?
Jurgen Klopp and Ruben Amorim. Amorim is the green.
Who made
Klopp's the
this
red.
thing?
Squawker.
Okay.
Expected goals-wise, they both produce the same amount of expected goals per game. Amorim's more effective off set pieces. They have the same amount of shot. They have the same amount of shot attempts, the same amount of touches in the opposition box, the same amount of passing into the opposition box. Amorim attempts more crosses. Liverpool use more take-ons. Amorim uses faster breaks. Jurgen Klopp wins slightly more possession in the final third and is a better presser per se. But as a result, Amorim's teams have a much lower expected goals against. So that is a similar style. Now, if I pull up the Xabi Alonso one, this is the Xabi Alonso comparison. This is the Xabi Alonso one. So you're saying that Alonso plays...
pie chart.
Yeah, same pie chart, made by the same people. Don't worry. Made by the same people. As you can see, Jurgen Klopp, Xabi Alonso.
Which one's Xabi?
The green. So, with that being the case, Alonso has more possession.
Who's the grey one then?
The grey one is where they intersect. The red is Liverpool. So look, you're looking at the dots. The dots are where they rank.
Oh, fair.
So Liverpool are a much better pressing team compared to Leverkusen, who attempt more crosses, more passes into the opposition box, more set play XG, the same amount of XG, Xabi Alonso's team was slightly more defensive, with more of a focus on taking opponents on and focus on fast breaks and counter-attacks because of the style of that league. And it's ever so slight favour in possession. So if I look at these two pie charts, which one was closer to Jurgen Klopp's? Which one was a better match?
I feel like you're picking and choosing, to be honest with you.
I didn't even make the graphs, mate.
Yeah, stats can always be taken out of context. Thing is, with the context of these stats is one guy plays against considerably weaker opposition.
No, but his team is considerably weaker as well.
No, his team is weaker than Porto and Benfica. His team is not weaker than the rest of the league.
No, his team is weaker than Leverkusen, and his team.
So you see how when I rebuttal your point, you start crying every time.
No, because you're not understanding the point I'm making.
Sporting just beat Casapia.
Yeah, that's like us playing Sheffield United.
So let's, because now you see when I want to contextualize the shit that you say, I look at the league, right? Chavez, Vizela, Rayo Ave, Estoril Prala, Estrela Armadora, Casapia, Boa Vista, Porto Minense, Gil Vicente, Arroca, Familia Sao, Farense, Morirense, Vittoria Setúbal, and then of course you have the Braga, Porto, and Benfica, which we all know. So that's literally 16 shit teams. Bundesliga, open it up right now. Oh, I'm gonna be fair. Stuttgart, by the way, they were in the relegation last year with Endo. Funny. But anyway, Bayern, Stuttgart, Dortmund, Leipzig, Frankfurt, Freiburg, Hoffenheim, Werder Bremen, Wolfsburg, Mönchengladbach, Augsburg.
You missed Heidenheim.
No, but once relax. Union Berlin, who's in the Champions League, Cologne, who we all know, Mainz, Darmstadt. Darmstadt and Heidenheim are the two crap ones. Deadass.
Okay. You've missed the point. You've missed the point I'm making. You've missed the point I am making.
Tom, the stats will be skewed if you're playing crap teams. It will be skewed.
But Sporting Lisbon is the same difference in strength compared to the rest of the league as it is elsewhere in other leagues.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Leverkusen are a lot closer. Leverkusen are a lot closer to Stuttgart, Dortmund, Leipzig, Frankfurt, Freiburg, Hoffenheim, Werder Bremen.
You've just said it yourself.
So you're telling me the distance between Leverkusen and Freiburg is bigger than the distance between Sporting and Familia Siao?
So where Leverkusen?
Familia Siao is 8th in the Portuguese league. Farense is 7th. Morinense is 6th. Who the fuck are these guys to begin with?
Portuguese sides. So what? You know what my point is as well. We go on about the difference in the Portuguese league. Fine. You know how all these exports from Ruben Amorim's sporting team, which apparently we can't rate. We can't rate it because it's sport as the Portuguese league. Nuno Mendes is one of the most highly rated left backs in the world. João Palhinha has been one of the best DMs in the Premier League. Bruno Fernandes has been one of the better players in the Premier League for how many years now? But we can't use that as a basis. Ruben Amorim can develop all these players in the Portuguese league that can perform at the highest level in the Premier League, but he wouldn't be able to do it himself.
That's not what I said.
I don't get how people are trying to.
You're talking about him. You're talking about his player development. I'm not talking about his player development. I'm talking about the league itself.
You're telling me that Ruben Amorim, if he got a hold of Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, Konate, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Nunez, Jota, Diaz, if he got a hold of this Liverpool team, he wouldn't be able to produce stats like he's been producing with a shit sporting team.
Why are you always angry and you never listen to the point? I'm saying the stats that you just shown for Amorim is skewed because he plays against considerably weaker opposition. Meaning, I expect Sporting Lisbon to absolutely dominate and destroy 15 teams in that league. You get it?
I mean, not 15. I'd say the bottom half, yeah. But I expect that from Liverpool.
Okay, so you don't. You said bottom half. So you don't expect them to dominate Arrauca, Farnaliaciao, Farense, and Morinense. Those are not teams.
Farense are a decent side.
Yeah, they're so decent. They're 7th in the Portuguese league on 24 points after 19 games. Oh, so decent. That's relegation form in the Premier League.
So who? Wait, Dave, let's go back. So Who's in ninth on how many points?
Who's in ninth? Arauca.
Yeah.
Aroca.
And they're on how many points?
22 from 19.
22 from 19. And that's relegation form. In the Bundesliga, ninth place is on 23 points.
Yeah.
So the Portuguese league is shit. The Bundesliga is fine.
My brother,
And
you
so-
know I already say the Bundesliga is shit. Don't do that. I'm saying relative to where the manager that you're mentioning is at.
So then, what's the point, man? What I can't do anymore. We are going to have to take the risk anyway. But he has enough of a resume as a manager to show that he knows how to
Yeah,
address.
but that's
all
why
of
I
the-
said only Xabi Alonso if he wins Bundesliga.
No, but if he doesn't, then what do we do? No manager fits then, in your eyes.
No, Zinedine Zidane. We have to make that. Zinedine Zidane happen. We have to make Zinedine Zidane happen. We have to. Anyways, I don't want to keep you for too long. I know you've got work as well. So let me just read the super chats before we wrap up. Our club needs elements of consistency and familiarity. I agree with this. And I think there's something I'm going to say that even Tom will agree with. We do not need someone to come in here and reinvent Liverpool Football Club.
We don't need to become Pep 2.0. I don't want us to be Pep 2.0.
No. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying I don't need someone to come in here and basically say, F all the work Klopp done. We're just going to do all the stuff.
Yeah, like I keep seeing people go, they want to play nice, tippy-tappy nonsense football, which is slow and built. No, we are a team that is emotional and quick and counter-attacking.
Yeah.
I like
That's
a
why
manager
me and
who
Tom
can buy
don't
into
like
that and
this
make that
derby.
work.
We agree on something, by the way. Me and him both don't like this derby.
I don't want to see the Zerbi anywhere near my football club.
Same.
Keep his shit fucking haircut
For
away.
that reason. And by the way, you know what?
He needs to sort out the
you know
side.
why Klopp is a
The Zerbi's
legendary
trying to hold
manager?
on to it. Like, come on.
Fact. You know why Klopp's a legendary manager? Did you see how many young, first of all, Alisson's not young, but he's a goalkeeper. So let's put him in there because he can play for the next 5 years. Alisson, Trent, Konate, Tsimikas, what's his name? Joe Gomez. In midfield, Soboslai, McAllister, Gravenberg, Elliott, Jones. Up front, I'm not going to count Diaz because he's 26. Jota, Gakpo, Nunez. That is 13 players who are even under 26. So my thing is like, we don't need someone to come up here and just try basically say F all the work Klopp done. We're going to do our own thing. Oh, hell no. That's what we're not going to do. We have to you, Ed. When it comes to 15-year-old Tom Little, Amorim, you are the father.
I'm telling you. Do you know what it'll be, Husam? If we don't get Amorim, someone will. And when Amorim starts smashing it, we'll also think, oh, we could have done with that Amorim fella. And I'll sit there all going, oh, I wonder if he's been saying it. I wonder if he's been saying it. Because, let me ask you, Husam, take any sort of manager, like who you'd want out of it. No bias, no nothing. What are the 5 key attributes you want out of a Liverpool manager?
Oh, charisma, his own style. Because the only manager is our manager who beat Pep with his own style. Don't try to beat Pep with Pep ball.
Yes, I agree. You can't out Pep.
And by the way, funny enough, if you realize, me and Tom, all 6 managers we mentioned, all have their same style, but their own style. By the way, everyone has their own style. It's not none of this copy Pep crap. So charismatic. I think not necessarily like a unbelievable winner, but at least has like won something, delivered something impressive before in his CV. So a nice CV. I think it's important for him to. That's it, to be honest with you. Like, no, actually, tactically aware, and has very good in-game management to be able to change stuff in the Premier League. Those 5.
And then I for me, I can sort of, I think the last 2 sort of come into the second one. I would quite like someone who's very good with youth development because we've got a good young core coming through. I'd like to see get their opportunities, and I need someone who's proven to be able to work under strict budgets and not just sit there and go, well, what do I fucking do now, and throw away seasons. Amorim ticks every single one of those boxes.
So does Xabi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso's not playing
yet.
But we're dealing with ifs now with Alonso, and if Alonso wins it, then I'll hear it. But right now, you're asking me here and now, the only manager who is realistic that isn't Zinedine Zidane, who ticks every single box, is Ruben Amorim.
And Zidane will be so unbelievable.
And if we're doing ifs, if we're allowed to do ifs, if I give you Xabi Alonso winning the Bundesliga, I'm taking Ruben Amorim winning the Portuguese league and the cup again, which he's done before. He's done a double already.
Bayer Leverkusen is for me a significantly more important trophy.
It would be an incredible achievement in his first season.
It's like saying Leicester won the league, by the way.
It's
I'm
not.
actually going to Google this
nowhere,
right now.
It's nowhere near Leicester winning the league.
Bro, let's, because you like to chat shit a little bit.
It is
Let's
nowhere near.
Google Bayer Leverkusen Wikipedia right now. Bayer Leverkusen trophies. Let's just go there. Bundesliga. They've never won the Bundesliga.
Mhm.
Oh my days! They've
Yeah.
come runners up 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
they're Leverkusen,
5
aren't
times.
they? They're Leverkusen for a reason.
They won the German Cup once,
Hmm
the Europa League once. That's it. They've got 3 trophies in their whole career, bro.
hmm
The rest of it is all literally runner up. It's actually very close to Leicester, you know.
It's
It's
nowhere.
actually very
It's
close
not.
to-
It's not. Let's stop acting mental. Leicester City were 5,000 to 1 odds to win that Premier League. They
Yeah.
stayed up with the second to last game of the season beforehand and spent about 7 million quid the next
Problem
summer.
is this was before Tom was born, so he might not know it.
I do. It was the year 2001. They lost the DFB Pokal, they lost the Bundesliga, and they lost the Champions League final. I know about Leverkusen. I know that it would be a big achievement for Alonso to do it,
Thank you.
and I'm not
So
going
at
to
least give the
downplay
man his
that.
flowers.
But I'm not going to give him its Leicester City levels because it's not. Leicester City is one of the best underdog stories in the history of football.
No,
Bayer
100%.
Leverkusen
But
coming
my
from
brother
fifth.
Leverkusen have 3 trophies their whole life, Tom.
How many did Leicester have before they won that Premier League?
You want to bet it's more? Want to bet right now?
It's probably slightly more, but again,
Let's go
you got to
check.
look at the
Gotta play
situations.
this game. Here, Leicester City Wikipedia page. Honors. Let's scroll down. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna mention them all, even if it's like whatever it is. I'm gonna actually mention them. Okay. So we're not gonna mention the Premier League because they won that newly, of course. So they've got 2 championships, 1 League One. They've got 3 League Cups
hmm
before.
Yeah.
And they've got 2 charity shields. So obviously Leicester City were even bigger than Leverkusen.
We are not. Sorry. We're not counting fucking League Cups and saying that's bigger than Leverkusen. It's
Well,
fucking
but
League
what's
Cup.
Leverkusen done? You know, Leverkusen never won the league to begin with.
Yeah, but how many DFB? DFB Pokal is the equivalent of the FA Cup. The FA Cup is bigger
They
than
won
the.
1 DFB Pokal. 1.
Okay, what were the other 2 trophies they
Uno.
won?
No, they won. Tom, bro, why do you always just make life difficult, Tom? Bayer Leverkusen Wikipedia. Okay, here we go. Once and for all. Bundesliga, none.
hmm
They won 2nd Bundesliga North. I don't even know what this is.
That was before the second Bundesliga got revamped, so it was more
So
reasonable.
they won the
then.
2nd division, okay, equivalent of championship. DFB Pokal once, Europa League once in
So-
88.
So they've got you. So Bayer Leverkusen have a Europa League and a DFB Pokal, which is the equivalent of the FA Cup, and you're trying to suggest 3 fucking League Cups, which were different names probably every time Leicester won it, or means they're bigger than that. I want to go back to the odds point this season. Leicester City were 5,000 to 1 to win the Bundesliga. 5,000 to win the Premier League. Sorry. Do you want to know what Leverkusen were going into the season? 28 to 1.
Okay, fair enough. I take
I'm
that
fine.
point.
I am fine to say it'll be a big achievement for Alonso. It will be,
Massive.
but
That's
it's
the
not Leicester
first
City
title in
level.
their history, Tom.
I'm not disputing that, mate. It's just not Leicester City levels. Leicester City is the greatest underdog story in the history of football.
Fairs. Nagelsmann or Flick over Amiron, if not Alonso. I don't.
Let's
But first of all,
start
can we
with
stop shoving Nagelsmann?
Nagelsmann.
Why are we putting Nagelsmann next to Flick? Can I understand when they're
Why
not
we
the same level?
why are we putting Nagelsmann next to Amorim?
Yeah, I agree with Tom. I don't like Nagelsmann at all, you guys. I really do not like Nagelsmann.
Julian Nagelsmann went to Bayern Munich.
Me and you agree on
got-
that, right? Me and you don't like
Yeah.
Nagelsmann. You also don't like him.
Nagelsmann went to Bayern Munich and got laughed out
Yeah.
of,
I don't like Nagelsmann.
of that club because he just kept coming in on fucking skateboards.
Yeah, I don't like Nagelsmann at all. Don't like
A
Nagelsmann.
title with Bayern does not equate to a title with like a Sporting or a Leverkusen. There's less weight to it.
Did you actually say you want Southgate at Liverpool? If you did, I'll never bring you on the channel again.
No, why would I want him at Liverpool? He just wouldn't play Trent.
Oh, I remember when he sent the super chat when you said Simeone.
No, but I stand by Simeone. Simeone's a good
I
manager.
think because it means styles of football. Hey, It is what it is, Ed. I actually agree with Ed more, but I'm not going to call him Southgate. That's disrespectful. What do you think of the Xavi stuff? Xavi to Liverpool. He won the league with Barcelona, to be fair.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. No.
Would you rather Xavi or Xabi Alonso?
Xabi Alonso.
Would you rather Xavi or Pochettino?
Fucking shoot me.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'd soon just take a gamble on a proper project rather than Xavi.
I wouldn't take Xavi Hernandez at all as the manager. I wish he played for us as a player, but as a manager, hell no. Oh, someone in the chat said Southgate. Okay, now whoever said Southgate can hold that. To be honest.
Oh my god! Thank you, AA, for reminding me. Nagelsmann got hounded out of Bayern Munich for leaking his own news to the press because he was sleeping with a journalist. Do we want that, Liverpool?
Listen, me and you are in agreement on Nagelsmann. I think me and you both wouldn't like him. And by the way, there might be certain managers, and I'm announcing this right now. If Fenway Sports Group hire like a Graham Potter, I will become worse than Lee Gunner. I will become Potter out the moment, when they make announcement and I have to go live and go like, yeah, guys, the manager of Liverpool is now officially Graham Potter. I'll title the video Potter out. If that as an example, there are
you would come back to Twitter. You would come back to Twitter to post one 100%. Tweet and it would be Potter out under as a reply, and then you just never tweet again.
100%. I'd actually I've tiered it down, and I think Tom probably thinks about it the same way. Some he'd be like very happy for, some he'd be supportive of, some he'd be okay and like prove me wrong.
I done a tier list the other day, and I had to name the tiers, so I went for if I can find it again real quick. The tiers I went for, I had my pick, also works.
Yes,
it'll do. It'll do. It's not my favorite, but he's decent. Really,
Deserve isn't that really for me?
And then never. We're just never doing that one.
Never is what I'm talking about.
I'll show you my tier list now before we end the stream, and you can have a look at it.
If there is a never appointment, I'll be the guy out directly. There's people I'm willing to give chances. Some people I'm not going to give chances. Weaker team and weaker opposition, it's all relative. No, I hear you, Hassan. I've never denied that, my brother. But at the same time, you cannot tell me that team 6 till 20 is the same in the Bundesliga and the Portuguese league. Let's take a look at this. So Amorim also works as Simeone and Alonso. It'll do is, oh man, said Ainge. Piss off, Tom. Ainge and De Zerbi. Really? Pep Linders.
You'd like a little bit of Mace. Mate. You'd like a little bit of that at Liverpool, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't. Who's the first guy on the left at really?
Marco Rosa.
Oh, I'm not doing that. Who's next to him? He's too far away.
Pep Linders.
No,
Nagelsmann.
No. Oh, Nagelsmann. For me, Nagelsmann is never. Zidane, you put him in really? You fraud.
I put him in really because I don't think he'd ever happen.
But that's a different reason. Unai Emery would also be a never for me. Thomas Frank, never. Spalletti, never. Scroll down. Okay, Gerard never is harsh, but anyway. Jose Mourinho,
Gerard is never. Gerard is never. He can't get out of Saudi at the minute. He hasn't won for 3 months in Saudi. That's a never.
Jose Mourinho is never. Deschamps is never. I agree. Xavi is never. Eddie Howe never. Who's the other guy? Hansi Flick?
Yeah.
No, Hansi Flick would be like an it'll do or really for me.
I'm not a fan of Hansi Flick.
Luis Enrique for me is it'll do as well. I like Enrique. Conte never. I agree. Who's the bottom?
Scolari, the Argentina manager.
Ooh, I wouldn't say never. That's harsh. I'll say maybe really or it'll do. Next to him is who?
Lopetegui.
Oh, that's a never, definitely. Tuchel, I'd rather stick pins in my eyeballs and drink, you know what. Allegri is never for me as well. I don't like him at all.
I mean,
we're in agreement for most of it, to be fair.
Look at Mr. Link asking who my pick was. Oh, I don't know. It's tough on that one.
Oh, so tough. Big up to Vikas, who says, I have a master's degree in statistics, and Tom, mate, this is not how you use stats. You are missing the context here. Thank you. And I'm not sure our top players will want to play under this sporting bloke. 100%, this is another part of it. Prime example of why
I think that's a very dangerous narrative to run. I think our players are very professional and very mature, and Ruben Amorim could get them on side very
If
easily.
we get Zinedine Zidane, not a single player leaves. Major positive.
He commands respect. I
Tom,
agree
have
with
some
that.
shame. He commanded the respect of the most egotistical player in the world, and Cristiano Ronaldo, and the second most egotistical player in the world, Kylian Mbappe, wanted to play for him for 4 years. So have some shame, Tom.
No, I'm
Have
not.
some
I'm not saying that he won't command respect. I'm just saying I think some players might still leave because they just want to go
If
do other
Zidane
things.
walks into the dressing room and he tells Salah play left mid and cross balls into Nunez, Salah would say yes because he knows he's going to win something at the end of it.
Okay.
100%. 100%. That is definitely a major positive. You're too critical of Amorim just to not agree with him. No, I'm not critical of Amorim. I'm contextualizing statistics. When you're playing against Family Yao and Forense and Rio Ave and shit like that and Academica, it's not the same as playing against Union Berlin, Frankfurt, Freiburg, Stuttgart. It's different.
Yeah, but then my point would be, Ruben Amorim is doing all this with a Coventry striker and a Wolves
That's why he
reject.
deserves credit. But I'm just
And
saying the relative. I'm not talking about Tom. Don't change my argument when you know you lose. I'm talking about the context of you showing me how the team play football. If you're factually speaking, having 30 shit games every year against shit opposition, you can dominate the stats. Simple as. Big up to you, Hassan. I'm in first league in 20 years with kids on a budget, 100%. That's why he deserves credit, which I've never denied. I'm just talking about the style of play stats that Tom is using, how they're skewed, contextualizing statistics.
Amorim has never had a year where he's got to spend more than he's made. That's mental. He's made 200 million
you know,
pounds
Xabi
in
Alonso
4
spent
years.
81 million euros and he sold 66 million euros worth of talent. He has a net spend of 50 million euros, which is the price tag of Wataru Endo, and he's top of the league of the fucking Bundesliga. Have some shame.
Yeah, and Ruben Amorim in 4 years at Sporting has a positive net spend of 200 million. He holds the 7 of Sporting's 10 record sales. His record transfer is 20 million. He has sold 8 players for more than his record arrival.
I need to remember you are an accountant.
And he's killed it.
Both of you are such frauds. Husam only a little bit less. You know, I'll take that. As long as I'm a smaller fraud than this big ass fraud over here. I think there's 2 people on YouTube who are bigger frauds than Tom Little in this whole app. Hamza and Igal. He is number 3. Big up to Hassan who says Leverkusen been top 4 past decade, not Leicester. Okay, maybe Leicester was an exaggeration, but in terms of heritage and history, it is Leicester because they've not won a trophy like a league. They literally have 0 leagues their whole life, Hassan. So, you know, it's at least similar. Big up to Selection says, not another German, please. I like Simeone. So first, you were sucking off De Zerbi for the last 2 years. Every day, just sucking off De Zerbi. And now you tell me, I don't want a German. Bring me Simeone. You make no sense, Selection. How is your top target De Zerbi and then you tell me I like Simeone when they are polar opposite styles of football? Selection, you know what it is? I realized you're just a Klopp hater. You probably threw a party, smoked some cigars when Klopp announced he's going to leave.
Sam, if I didn't have Diego Simeone in my also works category, do you think Selection says that?
No, I think he just agreed.
Or is it only just because I've reminded them that Diego Simeone exists that he's went, yeah.
100%. I'll tell you who Selection wants to manage Liverpool, right? I'll actually say the top 3, and if he's not lying, he'll say Husam's saying the truth. De Zerbi, the Girona manager, is his number 2. Amorim is his number 3. Selection, I dare you deny what I just said. I dare you. If you deny it, I will apologize publicly. Because I know when I tell you to say the truth, you will say it. Not specifically in that order, but De Zerbi, the Girona manager, Sanchez, and Amorim is probably your top targets. Anyway, big up to Ed, Felipe, Nadra, Toka, Konstantinos, Will, Red, big up to Selection as well. Big up to Nadra, big up to Faiz, big up to Harun, big up to my guy Hassan, big up to Vikas, big up to Amin for the super chats. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Everyone right now hit the like button. Everyone right now subscribe, guys. And make sure you guys go subscribe to Tom Little's channel. His channel is literally in the title. You know, Tom Little is a VIP now. He's a superstar. So his channel is in the title now. You know, it's no longer a description.
My link might not get chucked 11th in his Merry Christmas videos now. I might get 10th.
There you are. There you are. There you are. Big up, Fabrizio says, I think it's all speculative anyway until we find a new sporting director and head of football operations. Fact. If we get a head of football and a sporting director that can pull in at least a right direction, I don't think next season's as scary as certain people make out. But anyway, big up to you, Ed. Ed, honestly, your support.
All I will say to end the stream,
What?
people, is let's cast our minds back to the summer. I was asked about which manager I would have take over Liverpool. I said Ruben Amorim. I was asked which centre back I would buy on a budget. I said Tosin Adarabioyo. I was asked which DM I'd buy. I went Boubacar Kamara. As it stands, Ruben Amorim is in the running for the Liverpool job. Liverpool are admiring Tosin Adarabioyo, and Aston Villa might have to sell Boubacar Kamara to meet FFP restrictions, which is why he is available. Which is why he's available on the market for a good price. I reckon I should put my hat in the ring for sporting director.
Yes, and you're the one. Okay, now let's do your L takes. You're the one who sacked Klopp last season. You're the one who wanted Mason Mount. You're the one who wanted Kai Havertz. You're the one who liked Ruben Neves. You're the one. I
never. Whoa! I wasn't. I wasn't a Ruben Neves. I wasn't a Ruben Neves guy. I will take other ones.
You also wanted Onana from Everton. Thank you, Aaron, and even selection dunked on you that day. 100%.
I stand by Onana. And I stand by Decore.
He's trying to repel women with facial hair. First of all, he's already taken Khaled. Second of all, I don't think he has facial hair at all. I think Tom will grow a beard when he's like 26. It's too early for him now. Probably 5 years. Anyway, hit the like button, guys. Subscribe. Tom Little's channel is in the title. Go subscribe. Tom, when's your next video, Habibi? When are you going live? When are you doing some content?
Probably. I'll see if I can do something. I'll see if I can do something tonight, but I don't know. If not, it'll probably be tomorrow for the pre-match stream for the Chelsea game.
Oh, why didn't you remind me we were playing Chelsea? We were supposed to preview that game, you know.
I mean, I've still got time now.
It's too late now. It's an hour and 30 minutes. Khalas, I don't know.
Liverpool are going to win 5-1, people. We're going to smash Chelsea. We're going to win every game for the rest of the season. There you go.
I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
I'd fucking cry if it was. Fuck's sake.
Ruben Amorim, you are not the father.
Fuck's sake.
Mamba, by the way, I feel like you guys sometimes ask the wrong questions. You're saying, would we give the Girona manager a chance if he wins the title? Of course, it's very impressive. But we need to remember who the Girona manager is employed by. Would they give him a chance to come manage Liverpool?
I wouldn't take him anyway, because I need more than just a league title with Girona. You've got to look at the rest. You've got to look at the rest of his CV. He has been up to this point a perennial second division manager, and then because he had a decent season, a very good season with Girona, and I want to give him the reins to the biggest club in England.
No, Tom, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm saying I don't think. Also, isn't that guy like Pep's brother or some shit? The guy that owns Girona?
I think so.
Bro, he's literally Pep's brother. Like, I'm not even saying forget the fact whether I take him or I wouldn't take him. I'm saying Girona wouldn't let him go. Let me Google it right now. Bro, Girona is the same club that's like linked to the City group and is like owned by Pep's brother. Yeah, he's not. He forget would I take him. He is never joining Liverpool, bro. They're the same owners of Manchester City. You think they're gonna, they're gonna come to allow their manager to come manage Liverpool? I don't think that would happen. But anyway, yalla. Hit the like button, subscribe, Habibis, and I'm gonna see you guys back on the watch along, inshallah. In 2 hours from now, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest. I don't know if I'm going to do it now because even Aaron noticed that you guys can see my voice is a little bit, because I'm a little bit sick. I think I've contracted the disease as well from my mom, but big up to you guys and we'll see. Inshallah, we'll do the watch along tonight. 3 p.m. Yeah, it's 3 p.m. on a Sunday, honestly. Make sure to go subscribe to Tom Little. It's in the title. Peace.